Let's jump right back in. This documentary of how you set up a trust fund, baby. Our whole family been living off of that trust fund. Judges, church covens, secret societies, satanic occults. They all upon this. They all kicking. They all been eating off of that. Yeah. That's why my original identity was a false identity. See, this clone in the background has been living off of my maiden name. Got married to the second hit woman they sent in. Yeah. It's mighty. It's mighty funny how they got people even from overseas who got East Africans, and tied in with the United Nations, and the FBI got into a relationship with a child of mine, right? Because they had them go against me too. Then, once they decided to wake up, they do an unalive plot. Like, that was their plan, to unalive them. Because now they're a liability. See, that's what people don't realize once you get in these groups. When you decide to leave, you become a target. Kind of like the people that you were targeting. Only, it's more critical because you know all their secrets. Kind of like how me and the other chosen, the other light workers, are targets. But it's already out. America already talking about it. But through every rumor, every lie that was told in the background, people lying, talking about they still talking to me, they attached to me. Ain't none of them, nobody from my past attached to me. Them is all the people that was paid to take me out. Them is all the people that made it seem like I was crazy, couldn't take care of myself. Meanwhile, everything that they built, I'ma just repeat it, they stole from me. They would just pop back up at certain times in my life, like everything was cool. Like the other time back in March, I think it was 2020. This is with the Aries one, the one that keep popping up on all the readings. So it's just like this. When I went to that one site, the little place for like 8 hours or something, my sister at that time gave me some marijuana, and that was laced. It was laced. Oh, no, it wasn't a game. So it was like, on top of being drugged by the first hit woman, the one that I was married to, that same within like the same 24 hours. Not only was something put in my drink, but then, as I was trying to get away from that person, I got with my sister and the second hit woman, which was the Aries. My sister gave me some laced marijuana. And in Cowlitz County, there was a report because I had a chemical reaction to the drugs that was induced into my system. Yeah, they poisoned me a few times. And they said, when I got out, I said, why would you give me marijuana if I was already paranoid at that time? But that was from being drugged in my drink, in an alcoholic beverage. My sister gonna say, well, I thought it would calm you down. Knowing damn well that was a lie. How you gonna give somebody something that's laced thinking it's gonna calm him down? But see, during that time, that's when that court case was going on. So it looked soothing. It looked fitting that I was having some mental health issues. A mental health crisis is what they put on that paperwork. But now all that stuff's dead. All that stuff's gone. Now it's a whole bunch of forged documents that they didn't put into the works. You got all this stuff that people was doing in the background, holding people hostage. They didn't want to let people go. They didn't want to get divorces and none of that stuff because it was attached to finances. But you talking about, not only that, it was like they had me targeted to have my organs harvested. They already done sex trafficked me on camera, right? So it was just like, on top of the trauma that I went through as a child growing up, it was like they had to keep it going because I'm a human experiment, right? Put into the MK Ultra program, the breeding program, doing the tests, doing the test. They want to see how I respond to things. If I get with the C-19, I'd send in to see how my body recovered from that. Because I remember I was telling the whole fraudulent family, I was telling them not to get that shot. They said, well, it attacks your immune system. I said, so why not just take things that boost your immune system? Why would you go and let somebody inject a shot into you? And people don't even know really what that is. It's like around that time, I just happened to be able to see that we started having more breakouts, pandemics with illnesses. Like it was just coming. It was one after the other. People probably didn't pay attention until got too far deep into it. After one strand had passed and subsided, another one came by. After that one subsided, another one came by. It was like each of the strands had names, and I was just like, after about the second one, I was already burnt out. It'll be another one. Just wait. Then it was the food they went to. Then it was the water. Meanwhile, not to go off topic, because it's a lot. It's a lot while they're watching me. These people worked overtime. They got CPS to get CPS involved, filed numerous false police reports. It's like they didn't want to come up off of these assets. They didn't want to come up off of this land and houses they was living in, and these bank accounts with all this money in it, and this name and with my name on it that I never. Like I said, I don't have access to not name one of them, but they in my name though, and it's international. It's overseas too. Yeah. They getting them board of trustees and sit on there. They're supposed to be releasing funds. They stealing funds. The bank teller that they're paying off to keep continuing to steal out of this account. Most of the system is too busy. They too busy sleeping with people and spending money, going on trips and everything. Like I said, I'm not no dummy. Something that's high profile is just most people, they're not going to just sit back and watch somebody. They're not about to just sit back and just be paying people off, try to trigger me and get me to snap on them, because they don't want the system to be exposed. They don't want America to know that they own the government and system and all that is involved in this. They don't want that. They don't want that. Even though most of the people already see through the government anyway. They already know. More people are communicating about gang stalking and everything. They know about the attack on the chosen ones. People know now about energy harvesting. Yeah. It's just like no matter what, even if nothing didn't move forward from here, so much has already been accomplished. The divine not done, and they know it. These people went to court, lied, talking about they're releasing funds. They ain't release shit. They're trying to keep me secluded where I'm at. They didn't want me to move around because I had to move from the last apartment they got me wrongfully evicted out of. Sitting in a cul-de-sac with people just watching me. Every time I leave, every time I come back, when I go to sleep, when I take a shower, when I take a bath, when I wipe my ass, it was everything. Everything was monitored. Device monitored. Tracking device on the vehicle. I remember I told you about the story when I was walking outside of the complex and this van pulled up, but the way I turned towards it, it's like they just drove off. They drove off once I turned towards it when they pulled up. And they had plans to have people try to inject me with fentanyl and everything else. outside of the apartment manager allowing them to enter that house, to enter that apartment, to put poison in my food. Yeah, the past person that gave me some poison, they wondering how I woke up. I wasn't even supposed to wake up. They supposed to be exposed. These organizations are supposed to be exposed. They're supposed to fall. There's going to be a lot of people that's not going to be here by the end of the year. It's time up. I know a lot of my comments on my page, man, like they monitor me on different platforms too. While we just here, I mean, why don't y'all go ahead and check out the Enlighten GCB 2022. That's on TikTok. Enlighten, ENLIGHTENED GCB 2022. And for those that didn't know, the GCB is for Generational Curse Breaker. 2022. It's the TikTok. Y'all on there anyway hiding. I might as well pull up and get a front row seat. I know they blocked like 20 accounts on TikTok already. See, for all the lies that they told, they wanted to stop every source of income that I have, so that it could look like, for one, they wanted me to go back to the past, people, but so that it could look like that I was unstable. Meanwhile, I'm a fucking trust fund baby. That's that documentation y'all did, that fraudulent power of attorney and conservatorship that y'all did in that courtroom with that crooked judge and that crooked attorney. I shouldn't want for nothing. I shouldn't even be in the neighborhood that I'm in. What you mean? When I was in the last apartment complex, I had to have agency pay my rent. That stuff is proof in itself. Where's the money at? If y'all was taking care of me, I should never even had to go to an agency to pay my rent. I should never even had a food stamp card. But y'all using that maiden name. Yeah. I hope those people that wanted to be famous, I hope they've been entertained. I hope those has been monitored my whole life. I hope y'all been entertained. And somebody was thinking that they're going to send somebody to try to intimidate me. I dare you. Send your family members. You think that sending family members after everything that I've been through is going to intimidate me to stop speaking? Whether it's in-laws, it's not really in-laws. Y'all think that's going to stop me from speaking? You could send a group over here. Send a whole group, because it's been groups that's been against me the whole time anyway. Y'all dumb as hell. How you gonna try to send somebody to intimidate somebody? Because y'all done did fraud and removed people's name off of wills and stole their inheritance and took out their family. Y'all tried to take out my whole lineage. Y'all sacrificed my real mother. Y'all sacrificed my grandmother. Anybody that ever left me anything, that was said to leave me anything, whether it was land, property, or a house, stocks, anything, y'all took them out and then stole what they had left for me. That's what y'all do. That's what y'all business is. That's what these occult secret societies and Masons do. While they put on their uniforms and smile for the public. That's what they doing. That's what they about. That's why they working so hard not to let me get out in the public. I'm going to speak it for what it is. It's the truth. And while y'all got the tarot readers that's on YouTube doing spell work, when that stuff hit, when that backfire hit them, they gonna feel stupid doing beauty magic. Well, I think I'm still doing all right. I think I'm still doing pretty good though. Voodoo dolls, yeah, ain't nothing left in them too. That's backfire. Death spells, hold on. Heart attack, no, I'm still good. I'm still good. What y'all got next? Y'all done ran through the book. And I'm not arrogant. I'm blessed. I just know that I'm protected. I know that with everything that y'all was doing, with all the people that y'all use, that it's not nobody else but the Most High. It's not nobody else but my ancestors, but my spirit guides, but my archangels. It's too much. The whole time I was fighting to put my life together, like I said, I had secret groups and organizations working in the background to put roadblocks in front of me. The amount of times that I've been poisoned and drugged, and they try to get me locked up in asylums and everything, he crazy. I'm still free. And it was plots for setups. To get somebody to look like they on drugs or playing drugs on them, or he's selling drugs. They know I ain't selling drugs. Be very careful of the plans, though, that y'all got coming up, that y'all gonna try. Be very careful. Most people don't know how to read. They feel like they can't approach me because they can't play with me. That says something. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, I'm at war with the whole world, and people feel like they can't approach me because they can't play with me. It was all fun and games when I was asleep. It was all fun and games when everybody was stealing and spending and building. But the ones that y'all sacrifice, them is the ones that's haunting y'all too. Yeah, why y'all can't sleep at night. Some of y'all hearing voices. How God got me right up out of that situation just in time. Because y'all spreading that uncurable. They wonder where I was at. So God let you have that. How you feeling? Y'all wanted the streets. How did they treat you? You wanted to sacrifice it all for the gram. I know about that letter too that y'all wrote, a certain person wrote for my funeral. I'm not gonna need no letter. And the feds by now should be removing every life insurance policy that's in my name because it's tied with the conspiracy to unalive me. It ain't done with no genuine. I didn't give consent for none of that to happen, for any of those multiple illegal policies to happen. I told you I'm in greater health than the people that even put the policies on me. It was all for the payout. We won't even talk about the amount of attempts that was planned to take me out. We won't even go there because it's double digits. Is that the FDIC? Yeah. All this should be void. Ain't nobody getting nothing. There's going to be some new laws that's going to be passed too. But in closing, y'all remember this, man. The more that you pull back and guard your energy, these covens don't have no energy. They can't survive without it. They can't survive without it. That's why most of them look like zombies. They look. You can look. Some of them you can look at and tell they're soulless. Till the next message, y'all. Peace, love, and light. It's real out here.